Hi everybody. Today I will be telling you how to create a force feedback effect like vibration effect in your game controller. The controller can be a Xbox controller, a PS controller, or it can be the VR controllers like Oculus Touch or HTC Vive. Okay, so let's start. In Unreal, if you want to code the vibration effect, you have to use this force feedback effect object. Okay, so we'll code everything in our third person character. Okay, for input I have mapped the simple vibration event with the gamepad's B button. Okay, so let's type the simple vibration. Now add a component force feedback. So this is the component which will play and stop the object, the force feedback object that will be creating. Okay, the force feedback object goes here. So let's create a force feedback effect. So let's name him FFE impact. Okay, now what I do, I just give the reference here. Now let's on key press we'll play it, and on key released we'll stop it. So now on key press it plays, and on key release it stop. So now the thing is that we have to set up the vibration effect style. Okay, so here this is how the force feedback effect window looks like. You can see here you can add, there is channel details. You can add a bunch of channel details here. I'll tell you later what it is. So let's first set the channel 0. Here you can see 4 options. These 4 options are basically for 4 motors. So some controllers have 4 motors, some controllers have 2 motors, but I found out like my controller had 2 motors, and those 2 motors are the small ones. You can test it yourself. Now once you select these two, you can see like I just selected the left small and the right small. Now let's set the vibration. This is how the vibration will run. So you set the time. So this is the time axis, and this is the intensity axis. Okay, so I'll just set for 0.38 second. Yes, so let's type 0.38, and the first one is 0. So in order to put this dot, these key points, you can just press shift and right click. Okay, now so now the vibration will keep on running from 0 to 0.38. And also you can see here is an option called looping. Either you can loop, or you don't want to loop, you can just uncheck it. Okay, so here you see like I added this vibration. Now if you play the project and click the button, it will start vibrating, but it is just a simple vibration with this much intensity. So if you want to have a mix of vibration that creates the real vibration, the final vibration with a lot of variations, then you can use the channels. In the channels basically you can have different kind of graphs here, and the resultant will be the mix of the graphs. Okay, so here again I'll create the end one. The end one's time will be 0.38, and this one will be 0. Okay, so let me stretch it, and the values I want is for these two is let 1. Okay, so what I do now is I put like this. Yes, so now if you see, okay, let me again pick this two. Okay, so now this thing runs from 0 to 0.38, and if you have like multiple channels, then the channel having the longest or the last or the longest key point, so here is 0.38, so it is 0.38. okay, so 0.38, so my final runtime will be 0.38. If it is 0.4, then my final runtime will be 0.4. okay, so my force feedback effect object is set, and here I have set up the play and stop, and if you want, just play here and test it, it will start playing. Okay, so before that, if you just play it now, it will immediately start playing. In order to stop it by default, you have to just disable auto activate. So now if I play, when I click the button, then only it will start vibrating. So that's it for this tutorial, guys. Bye bye.